Hello students, welcome to video lecture on Engineering Mathematics 3. Now today's topic is finite differences and interpolation. So before going for finite differences and interpolation, I would like to speak something about numerical analysis. So role of numerical analysis in engineering, almost for every branch it is vital. So if you take some data, if it is there, some observations, you need to predict certain values, you need to find some values given, you need to find the value intermediate. So that's what means you need to find polynomial which passes through that particular data, approximating polynomial, not to cater your need. So it's a tough job. So that's why we need to introduce finite differences and interpolation over here. So let us see what is that exactly. Now interpolation, if you observe here, some data, some observations, it is given, some from physical problem or some experiment. Then for some particular function, say y is equal to f of x. Now if you observe here, the values of x and y, x is independent variable, y is dependent variable here, the value n plus 1 values given here. So here also y0, y1, y2 up to yn. Now what is meant by interpolation? Interpolation is the technique to find value of y or the function f of x for some intermediate value of x is nothing but interpolation. Suppose you are having, you need to find some xi is there, and you need to find that is located between y0 to y1. So finding f of xi for xi independent variable is nothing but interpolation. For example, suppose I take something, say 0, 1, 2, 3 and corresponding values of y, say 0, 1, 4 and 9. Suppose you would like to find, so if you observe this function, it is y is equal to x square, okay, and you need to find value of y at say 2.1, value of y at say x is equal to 2.1, and naturally it is located between 4 and 9. So this process is nothing but interpolation. Actually interpolation also, it has got a wide range of meaning over there. Suppose you given the data, then we approximate the polynomial actually, which nearly satisfies that particular data. So that polynomial, it is called interpolating polynomial, and it has got application in every branch. Civil engineering is there, the collocation methods or some other, you are having that application there for interpolation in civil engineering. So these applications are always there of the interpolation. Now extrapolation is another term here. What is meant by extrapolation? Extrapolation is nothing but the value, means finding the value outside the range for the independent variable. For the function, it is nothing but extrapolation. Suppose I am having some data xn plus 1, it is not given, and you need to find value of y for some value located between xn to xn plus 1 is nothing but extrapolation. Extrapolation means finding the value outside the range. That is what the extrapolation. So these are the terms there you need to remember, or you need to learn in the engineering. Now finite differences, this plays an important role actually to interpolate certain values, to prepare certain tables, and to interpolate certain value for the given data. Now finite differences, we need to introduce certain operators here. So operator is playing important role there to derive certain formulas based on interpolation, like Lagrange's formula is there, forward difference, backward difference, Stirling's formula, Everett's formula. So these formulas are there, Newton's divided difference formulas. Now interpolation mainly divided into two parts, equally spaced, unequally spaced. Means value of x, if it is equally spaced, then we are having Equally spaced means spacing between two values of x, that is interval, you can say. It is equal, then that is equally spaced, and in that case we are using forward difference or backward difference interpolation formula. In that Stirling's interpolation formula also it is being used. So Newton's forward difference formula, it is used at the beginning of the table. If it need to interpolate the value at the end, we use backward difference. If it is required to interpolate value at the center, we are using central difference formula. Stirling's formula also it is there. And for unequally spaced values of x, we are using mainly two formulas there. There are many more, but right now we are just focusing on Lagrange's interpolation for unequally spaced and Newton's divided difference interpolation. So this is the way you are having these formulas. So to prove this formula, we need to introduce these operators over here. So these operators are very, very important. So we need to just see this. So this symbol, this is called forward difference operator. This is called backward difference operator. This is called central difference operator, and this is called averaging operator. So we must have the knowledge of these operators. This is called shift operator, and this is called differential operator. Now see the definition. If you take some function f of x, it is defined as delta f of x. This is delta, del, small delta, mu, then e, then t. It is something like this. Okay. So these operators, I just see this how it is being introduced. Now, if you observe the first one, forward difference operator, delta fx, fx plus h minus fx, where h is greater than 0. Now, what it indicates? Change in f of x. This is change actually in f of x by some increment h, where if x is increased by some increment h, and this one is change in f of x when x is decreased by some increment h. So that is what the actual meaning there. Similarly, you can have something like this. It is defined in terms of y also. Delta fx is equal to f of x plus h minus f of x. So I can write down this as say x0. So this is actually delta y0. This is equal to x0 plus h, means it is y1 minus y0. So this is the way also sometimes it is being used to define this operator. Similarly, delta y1 is equal to y2 minus y1. It's very clear. Delta means forward difference operator. Delta y2 is y3 minus y2, and so on. You can just write down delta yr is equal to yr plus 1 minus yr. So this is generalized form. Similarly, you are having backward difference operator. This is forward difference operator. This is backward difference operator. This is central difference operator, and this is averaging operator. So averaging means it is average is taken over there. So you can have higher order operations of this. This is backward difference. So this can be defined in terms of y as del y0, or y0 is equal to y1 y0, or y1 is equal to y1 minus y0. Del y2, it is y2 minus y1. This is the way it is defined. Del y3, this is equal to y3 minus y2. So these are the definitions of these operators here. Del yr is equal to yr minus yr minus 1. So this is generalized form for this. Similarly, you can have the second higher order operations of this also. You can just see the higher order operations. Similarly, this one, you can just write down this as del yr. This is equal to yr plus half minus yr minus half in terms of this. Similarly, mu yr, this is equal to half this one. It is written in the alternative form yr plus 1. It is taken average in fact, so that's why it is called averaging operator. Okay. So similarly here also you are having something EYR, or this is generalized. EYR is equal to YR plus 1. E square YR is equal to say YR plus 2, and so on. You can just generalize this. EMYR, this is equal to YR plus M or suffix R plus M. So this is generalized form. Similarly here also D, this is differential operator. It is having the form D square f of x. This is normal derivative actually. D square f double dash of x. D cube of f of x, it is f triple dash of x, and so on. It is d raised to n f of x. This is also operator. So this is equal to f n of x, and so on. So likewise, you can just introduce these operators. We need this their difference table, and these operators we need to prove certain formulas. Forward difference, backward difference, Newton's formulae, Lagrange's formulae, and the things there. Now there are certain relations here of these operators. They are interconnected. Now few relations I just stated here. You can try to prove these relations here. Now first one, if you observe, 1 plus delta is equal to t. So I consider the LHS or 1 plus delta. You can consider fx, you can consider yr, or abscissas or ordinate. It doesn't matter there. So I write down this as 1 plus delta yr, means it is yr plus delta yr. Now right now I have just mentioned here yr plus delta yr means yr plus 1 minus yr. Now this gets cancelled. You are getting this as yr plus 1. This is expression 1. Similarly, if you would like to go for the RHS, say E of yr. E of yr means, if you observe, using this formula, you can write down this as yr plus 1. Now from 1 and 2, you can write down this 1 and 2. It is 1 plus delta yr. This is equal to E of yr gets cancelled. 1 plus delta is equal to E. Similarly, you can prove the next relation. It is second relation, 1 minus e raised to minus 1. In short, I will prove these relations here. So I write down del f of x or del yr. It is something yr minus 1. Okay, so this is backward difference operator, yr minus, I convert this in terms of shift operator. It is using this formula. So I can write down this as e raised to minus 1 y, because sum of this power and the suffix is written at the y suffix, that particular thing. So what I am getting here, it is 1 minus e raised to minus 1. I take yr common, and I just cancel out yr on either side, and I am getting the relation 1 minus e raised to minus 1. Similarly, you can prove relation 3 and 4 and the things there. Now third one, suppose I would like to prove, then I define delta. It is something like this. So third one, suppose I would like to prove delta yr, this is equal to, delta yr, this is equal to yr plus half. Right now we have seen half means the differencing interval, it is divided by 2 plus yr minus half. Now I can write down this as, in terms of e raised to half yr, plus by using this formula, plus e raised to minus half yr. Okay, so I take yr common from here. So e raised to half plus e raised to minus half and yr. So I can cancel out yr on either side, and I am getting this. I'm sorry, this is minus sign here. Okay, this is minus. So I am getting this as delta is equal to e raised to half minus e raised to minus half. So this is the way you can prove each and every relation based on this, and you can just see this thing, that is relations between all these 6 operators there. There are many more relations, but you can have these relations, you can prove the relations and learn these finite difference operators. Now there are difference table for this, how to prepare difference table, that we shall see here. Okay, thank you. So we shall see prepare difference table for the next hour.